In this lesson we're going to learn how to make these swirls. Both of them are made from the same length of Romanian cord, but as you notice they are different, they're still different. Well, the first difference, of course, you notice that they are turning into different direction. One is turning to the right and the second one turning into the left. Not only that, if you look very carefully at the swirl, at the leg of the swirl right here and this one, you notice that this leg curved more than this right here. And of course both of them have the same shaped tails right in here. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to turn swirl into the right and into the left, and how to make this curve. So there's two terms I use when I crochet and describe this motif: outer curve and inner curve. That basically means if you take your Romanian cord and you bend it like this, so this part we will call outer because it's going out, and this will be inner curve, this kind of enclosing the space, and this is opening the space. If you know geometry very good, it will be very easy for you to understand. So anyway, pick up, make two cords, both of them 6 inches long, and on both sides you will have a thread. Weave it inside the body of the cord, and pick up a contrast color, and contrast color weave inside the Romanian cord. And now we're ready to crochet. First we will crochet and make a swirl that is turned to the left, like this one. In order to turn cord, Romanian cord, in a circle-like shape, you'll need to insert the hook into the bump, like this, grab the thread and pull it through. And do this 4 more times, total 5 times. Hook into the bump, grab the thread and pull it through. So after you will reach the number 5 stitches on the hook, crochet all 5 of them together, like this, and close it with a chain 1. And as you notice already, the Romanian cord is already turning. For now it looks like a hook. And we will do it 1 more time. Again, into the bump, grab the thread, pull it through. Again, into the bump, grab the thread and pull it through, and do this also 5 times. One more time. And again, grab the thread and pull it all through all stitches that are on a hook. And the last, chain 1. So as you notice, we already have half a circle here, right? So by doing these decreases, crocheting at the same time 4 or 5 stitches, some people make it 3 less, 5 is the best and fastest way to do this, to turn it around. The next step, we will crochet into the tip of the cord, single crochet backwards, or as we call it, crab stitch, and single crochet stitches into this long leg of the cord in here. So one time we will go here, one time we will go in here on this side. So backwards, single crochet backwards. First I'm going into the tip of the cord, insert the hook into the tip, and make sure that this stitch is not stretched. You don't want it to be stretched. Grab thread and pull it through the bump on a cord, but don't pull it through the stitch you had on a hook. So this is your single crochet backwards, something we already learned before. Now we're going to crochet into a long leg. There is another thing to remember about turning the swirl and turning the Romanian cord. When we crochet in this part that is already rounded, we will crochet into each bump. But when we come to the long leg, we will skip one bump and we will crochet into another one. So we will crochet single crochet stitch into the second bump. So one we skipped, we'll go to the next. And we crochet single crochet stitch. Now, if you have a hole like this, you want to avoid this. So probably first time you could go into the first bump. Or sometimes even people will do this. They will go into the bump that was just right here, then again into the bump, into here, into two bumps at the same time, and crochet all three together. Again, it's all depends if you have the hole, if you want to close it. Now again we're going into the curved place and insert the hook into the bump, making a crab stitch. If this is difficult sometimes, because I, for example, crochet very tight my Romanian cord, so before inserting something into this cord, you can go and stretch a little bit the stitches or bumps, pull a hook just before your work and stretch just a little bit. It's enough just to insert the hook inside like this into the bump and move it in, and you will have those holes. It will be easier. Okay, let's pick up the hook, the stitch, and we will go inside into first bump, grab the thread and pull the thread through the bump only, and crochet single crochet backwards. Now we're coming into this area, so now we can skip one stitch and insert hook into the next bump or stitch, crochet single crochet. This time we're going again into the curved rounded area and making single crochet backwards. So one time in here, one time here. In a curved area, single crochet backwards, into straight area, single crochet, skipping one bump. So I have one bump skipped, crochet into the next one, single crochet stitch, and continue. You can continue this way as much as you want. Depends how big a circle you want to make. For our project, let's make it 1 inch in diameter. Something like that. Make sure that your stitches that you have are not very tight and not stretched. It's very easy to stretch a stitch when we go and do backwards, single crochet backwards. They are stretching really much, so avoid that from happening and be careful when you crochet. Again, skip the bump, single crochet. Skip the bump, single crochet into the next one. And in the round area, we insert the hook into each bump. So remember that, please. This is important. Again, I'm going backwards, single crochet backwards, the Roman cord is really generous in shaping it. It's very easy to shape it, stretch it, and do a lot of things with it. So now after you made about like an inch in diameter your curved area, you can stop, and we will decorate the whole cord. Before we will do that, you can cut a piece of thread here, because we finish and we need to crochet on the other side. Weave in the thread that you cut. Always cut a good long tail, and weave in on the back. The way I weave in right here, I will insert it in the rounded area, and I will weave in right into the body of Romanian cord. And you can pull on it a little bit to make sure that this area will be tied together. So you can weave in right around, following the Romanian cord, and then at one point come back and make sure to weave in opposite direction. To make sure that your thread will not come out. And whatever left of thread, cut it. Now we're done with the swirl part. Now we will start crocheting from the other tip of the Romanian cord, and we will shape this part. We'll shape this right here, the inner curve, the curve that curls inside like this. To have this, to receive this, we will have to crochet first stitch into first bump, 1 single crochet, then we will decrease 1 single crochet into 2 bumps, again 1 single crochet into 1 bump, 2 single crochet stitches into 2 bumps, and we will do it 3 times. So in order to start again, you'll have to pick up thread. You can use a different color or continue with the same, and weave in. Make sure you weave it in the right side, on the wrong side of the work. Weave in a very good piece. I didn't insert my cord into the right place and it's not going anywhere. So one direction and then another direction, for security reason that your piece will not unravel and the thread will not come out. Remember the rule, long tail, and weave a long tail in. You probably don't see me doing it in the videos. I am saving time, and for the video purposes I insert the weaving shorter tails, something normally I never do. Okay, now we will crochet this tip right in here. So pick up the hook, and again make sure you're on the right side of the motif, and we will crochet this way. First insert the hook into the first bump, pull the thread out and crochet 1 or chain 1. Then the next step we are going to decrease. Insert the hook into 1 bump, then again into another bump. So insert the hook into both bumps, grab the thread and pull it through both bumps. Have 2 stitches on the hook, make single crochet stitch. Next, crochet single crochet into one bump. Again, insert the hook into one bump, then into another bump, grab the thread and crochet or pull the thread through both bumps. Have 2 stitches in the hook, crochet, single crochet. So we did it twice, we can do it one more time. 1 single crochet and decrease again. 1 bump, the hook into next bump, and crochet single crochet as a decrease. So here we are, we have shaped a tail, the area right in here. The next part, for a while, if you look at the shape, for a while this part right here is straight. To have it straight, we can crochet, just single crochet into each bump. Let's make 5, 6 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make one more, 6. So make 6 single crochet stitches into each bump, and then we're going to have this curve. As you see, this is really dramatic and fast curve. It's just curving really a lot. In order to make this one and keep this shape, because no matter how I will turn right now, it will still come into the same position and will keep the shape. And this is what we want to do. We want to shape it as we crochet. In order to have this curve, you will have to insert a crochet, 2 single crochet stitches into each bump. So insert the hook into a bump, make single crochet, again insert the hook into the same bump and make single crochet. So this is how you create increase, and by increasing you're turning your cord and creating a curve. Make sure you crochet tight. You don't want any imperfections in your work. Single crochet stitch is very easy to make, so please be very careful with the stitches, the length of the stitches you make. So crochet again. You can write down something for yourself. Crochet single crochet, 2 single crochet stitches into each bump. And continue crocheting this way all the way to the end of this tip. You can also add to this a row packing cord. This way your row will look very nice and will stand out. It's up to you if you like crocheting over the packing cord. By the way, the more modern Irish crochet, in modern Irish crochet you will not see as much packing cord as it was used in old days. And of course we're in a really rounded area right now, really rounded already by itself, so it's very natural here to crochet 2 single crochet stitches into one bump, because you have to keep the shape of your motif rounded. So every time you want to make circle and you need to make curve, you know what to do. You have to make an increase, and this increase will of course produce a beautiful curve. You can also use for decoration of Romanian cord silk. Looks very beautiful to add some elasticity and shiny effect. Also you can use a metallic thread to add that beautiful shiny effect. And so at the very end there is one more thing I want you to remember what to do. Here is the bump that is already was crocheted in. We were finishing with that bump. So in order to finish your work, crochet into that bump, slip stitch. And now you can cut thread, pull the thread off, and you can weave it in the back of your work. So here we have a curve. By the way, I made exactly the same things as before, and still they are different. This one is a little bit more curved than the other one, but they're still the same a little bit. I actually like this one better than this one. So to finish it, please weave in the thread in the back. So this is how to make this kind of curve. So what you have to remember, a few things you have to write down. To curve into the left, we start crocheting on this side of the Romanian cord.